Kari Lake has already lost 2 trials connected to the 2022 election, and now she finds herself in the middle of a third. The former Republican candidate for governor was in a Maricopa County courtroom this afternoon, proving that she deserves access to your ballot signature from November's election.
Joe Dana was in the court and tells us why the county argues that those signatures should remain private.
County Recorder Stephen Richer testified that he simply cannot, by law, release to the public the signatures on voter ballot envelopes.
We're going to show up to a knife fight with a gun, not a knife.
She tried to prove fraud, raised questions about ballot tabulator machines,
The truth is on our side.
and accused election workers of wrongdoing. Kari Lake has lost every legal battle since the election. Now she's suing to get access to see voters' signatures.
It's in the best interests of the state and the people to be able to understand what is taking place in their elections.
Things that we check.
County Recorder Stephen Richer testified Thursday the voting affidavit and all information on it are sacred.
If those signatures were made public, would you have concerns about whether that could threaten election integrity in any way?
I would have a lot of concerns. It's not just people who are in our community who might have a legitimate purpose. It would be anyone in the world.
The fear that bad actors could commit fraud or disrupt elections. Jen Fifield reports for the nonprofit Vote Beat and has been following the case. So there is a question here then about whether the signature on the envelope is a public record.
There is a question. For years and for decades, actually, in Maricopa County and across the state, county recorders have thought of these as not public records. They've thought of them as part of the private voter information you give, like your last 4, your social, and they haven't been giving them out. But now there's a challenge to that, saying in state law, it might not actually be protected.
Lake has a history of spreading election lies. Attorney Tom Ryan represents a former election official who was harassed because of false election conspiracies.
This isn't about getting to an important question that may help Arizona. This is about getting information and data about election workers and voters so that they can be harassed. And that's a real deep concern.
The trial resumes Monday with more witnesses and closing arguments. A defeated candidate once again in court, trying to convince a judge she deserves at least one victory. Joe Dana, 12 News.